Hey buddies, Sunnuts Guy here. Hope you're having an awesome day so far. In this video, we are going to very quickly show you some of the settings that you can use if you have a bad PC to run RLCraft much smoother. I know there's a lot of you guys out there with not the best PCs, and RLCraft is quite a hefty mod pack with 169 nice mods. So yeah, I've had a lot of people ask me about different settings that they can use to maximize their frame rates, etc. Personally, I haven't been able to experiment with this because I don't necessarily have a bad computer to mess around with or test on. However, one of my community members, Captain Slash, shout out to you, buddy, you're awesome, has spent a lot of time testing different settings on his not-so-great PC, and he's put together a document for us that we can go through to look at the best settings that you guys can use to optimize RLCraft for your not-so-great PCs. All right, we're going to jump out of Minecraft here. We're going to jump into the document. I'm also going to link this document in the description below for you guys. It's going to be on view only, so you can access it. You can have a look at it for your own reference. It's mostly some screenshots and just a quick overview of the settings. I'm not going to go through every individual element. I'll basically just reading what you guys can have a look at yourselves back at you. I'm just going to cover the main graphic settings here and just hover over each of the individual images for those of you that can't be bothered to click the link and go have a look yourself. So you have it on screen, you can pause and have a look, etc. So firstly, we have our important screenshots in red with regards to the details, quality, performance, and other settings, and our reference just for the animations in blue. That'll be down below. In terms of your main graphic settings, though, you're going to want graphic settings on fast, smooth lighting off, smooth lighting level off, the GUI scale. So just a quick explanation on what these will do. That smooth lighting will make it so that on each block, the lighting looks more smooth. If you turn this off, it's going to be, each block will have kind of a more separate light value, and it's not going to look as nice, but it is going to run better. GUI scale probably doesn't matter too much, but auto will give you the optimum. Dynamic lights. Now this one is quite a shame to lose, but it is going to make a big impact. So the dynamic lights is when you hold like a torch in your hand or throw glowstone on the floor. It's not a placed block, but it's emitting lights like the torch in your hand. That's what that's referring to. It's quite a cool feature. However, it can cause disconnects from multiplayer if it's on, if you have a bad PC. And also generally, like this is quite a big one for upping your frames per second as well. Shaders, unfortunately, shaders for low-end PCs, you're probably just not going to be able to run shaders with RLCraft. Even me, when I'm streaming, I'll probably turn my shaders off because it reduces my frames just a little bit. If you really want to try shaders, I would recommend Silder's Vibrant Shaders have a low-end PC option. I've made a video on comparing some different shaders. Silder's is one of those. Their low-end PC option might work. You can check my channel for the shaders video, but I'm not too sure if it's... if you got a low-end PC, you're probably not going to be able to use shaders. We'll look over the details, screenshots in a moment, and the animations as well, and these others. But render distance, you want to have on 5 render distance. Yeah, it's also a really, really big one, but you can't crank it all the way down to 2. Otherwise, you're just going to run into a dragon before you even realize. So around the 5 or 6 mark will give you just enough so that you can, you can catch dragons or other scary things before you run into them and they're right in your face. A note, though, is when teleporting on a server particularly, you might want to reduce your render distance down to 2 just as you're teleporting, then put it back up. Bit of a pain in the butt, but you can disconnect when teleporting with too high of a render distance with a bad PC. Frame rate 60, view bobbing off, VBOs on, attack indicator probably doesn't matter. I prefer it on my crosshair. And dynamic field of view definitely off. And then we're going to have a quick look at the images here for the details. So this is the details page. Just to give you a quick few seconds, you can pause obviously if you want to have a look at that in more detail. Then we have the quality settings options. Just a few seconds pause for you there. Performance settings options. And then the other settings options. All right, with regards to the animations and the reference there, big one is the particles. Having particles on minimum is definitely going to be a big one. The rest of this you can maybe experiment with or play around with, but particles on minimal, definitely going to be a big one. And fire being off. Fire being off because there's so many dragons and cinders and lava pools setting fires. This fire animation being off is probably quite important. And then there's the video settings, just a screenshot. And yeah, just a small note again to remind when teleporting, you might want to reduce your view distance. Otherwise, you might disconnect. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Hopefully this helps some of you guys with bad PCs actually manage to play the game manageably. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like this, consider subscribing. I go live on my Twitch channel pretty much every day except Monday and Friday I usually take for editing. It would be great to see some of you guys there. I also run a 2.9 SMP server. It's an RLCraft multiplayer server. Any of you guys would be welcome to join. You just got to jump on the Twitch channel, which is twitch.tv/somenutsguy. Earn 3,000 channel points to unlock the whitelist, and you'll be welcome to join us. Alrighty. Hope everyone has an awesome rest of your day. Take care.